Hello and welcome to another episode of The Art of Playing. So we're going to continue on. We're in this room and the only way out of this room is to the west, the doorway to the west. So, and you'll see, we're almost the edge of the board here. And the recommendations are the size you see here, or essentially you have a grid set with a width and set with a height. You can go bigger than that. I've done that, but this is the recommended size to make the game, play quickly. Once you get good at this and fast, you can play through one of these games probably within an hour. It's going to go slower here because I'm dealing with this digital. If you're just doing basic drawing on graph paper, it's very fast, especially when you see what we do with the next monster we come to, because I'm done with this single rolling stuff. Okay, we're going to the west. Same routine, everyone's in the same order, marching order, and let's roll for content. We have a total, that's a 1 and a 4, that's a 14. Let's see what that looks like on the game. All right, there it is. So we have that right there. Let's rotate this thing and see what we can do with this, how we can make this work. When you have a generated graphic or the next part of the map where it's single graph paper width, that is a corridor, and that's where the marching order is important, okay? So we have walked into this corridor. You'll know, remember I said my elf is carrying the sword, so if we encounter something, this elf is, or she is behind the group and is currently carrying a sword and won't be able to do anything. So we have walked into the next area. It's a corridor heading north, but the nice thing is once you get to the north, it goes to the east, and there is more area to go. It's not a dead end, is my point. So now we're going to roll for content. This is the corridor side, okay? So the corridor side, we have a 20. We have a 5 plus 2, that's 7. On the corridor side, it is a roll a d6 minions table, and you notice it says if you win, you can roll a d6 and do a treasure. Again, that's if the treasure is, if the minion offers treasure, okay? All right, so we're gonna do this. This is a minion 1, okay? Our very first minion. All right, here we go, we're gonna roll. Simply a 1 on the minions table. I get to choose, well, no, I'm gonna roll to see what we have here. We have a chance of skeletons or zombies. I like that they're both undead. So, we have 1. 1 is skeletons. It's a d6 plus 2 of skeletons that are here. So I love that. We have a total of 3 skeletons. They're going down, I guarantee it. All right, so we have, this is skeletons. I'm just going to do SKE. We have, these guys are level 3. And we have, they have all these minions and vermins, they have 1 hit point. So it's just the number of how many we have is how many we got to kill. So there's 3 of them. So 3 level 3 skeletons. They are undead. There's no treasure. Crushing weapons. So again, the attacks for these, I'm not going to write it unless it's bonus attacks, but they each get an attack. Treasure, they have none. Suckers. And then the crushing weapons, I don't need to write it, but anytime you have a crushing weapon, they attack at +1 versus skeletons. Bow attacks are -1. So skeletons never test morale. So when they get down to below half their level, with all minions and vermins, when they get to below half their level, they roll for morale, just like our chimera. And if they roll a 1 to 3, they run away. 4 or higher, they don't. But these are skeletons. They have no fear. They are not going to roll. They always fight to the death. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. If we've walked into this, we go first. But we're in a corridor. Only number 1 and number 2 have the ability to attack. And only 2 of their creatures have the ability to attack. So it's 2 on 2, 2 versus 2. We kill one of the skeletons, we're down to 1. The other one fills in. All right, so now we're going to do this. I can only attack with my first 2. I'm attacking with my 2 dice. Sorry, warrior is white and rogue is brown. Here we go. They're both attacking. Remember, the rogue has a power. If the rogue is more, if the party outnumbers the number of minions, the rogue attacks and adds their level to their bonus. So one of the mini rogue powers. All right. The warrior got a 1. That's an automatic miss. The rogue rolled a 3. Normally you get a -1, so it'd be 2. But because we're attacking 3 minions and we have 4 party members, that's a +1, so it's a wash. That's a 3, that equals their level, so we've taken down the skeletons by 1 point. 2 left of skeletons. Elf switches weapons to the bow. That was the elf's turn. Cleric doesn't have any ranged weapons, so the cleric's just chilling. It's too bad because the cleric would love to be up front attacking with that undead power. But the skeletons are going to attack the 2 that are up front. That's the warrior and the rogue. Rogue has his level. All right, so warrior got 4. That's an easy miss. Rogue got 6 plus their level. That's an easy miss. So now we're going to attack again. And the warrior this time got a 5 plus level plus 1, so 6, 7. There's 2 left here, so just the warrior's attack alone takes out the remaining level 3. So again, 7 total damage. That's 1, 2, 3 takes out the first one. 4, 5, 6 takes out the second one. Battle is done. So we have successfully taken out our first batch of minions. No treasure for this guy. We're moving on. Guess what? We only have one way to go. We're inside a corridor. Before we move forward, the elf switches back to the sword because we don't know. There could be a room in here. I want that elf to be able to attack. One thing about the bows, and you'll see this in the book too. If you're holding a bow when you go into a room or any area, you can always attack first. You can, even under surprise attack, you get a free attack. But then if you were to switch to melee, which if we're in a room, we have a bow, we cannot attack in melee range when the actual battle begins with a bow. You have to switch to melee weapons for that. But just to restate what I said in a better way, no matter what, when you walk into a room, the moment there's monsters there before the actual battle begins, bow users have an option. They can, if they're holding the bow, they can fire off 1 shot before battle begins. But then they would have to switch and waste a turn switching to that melee weapon. So anyway, but having that bow in your hand when you walk into a corridor is nice because you can fire off a shot before from the back without having to switch weapons. Anyway, you get the point. Moving on, we're going to roll for the next room. Total of 11 for the next room. Content for the next room is here, but we'll come to that content in just a moment. So 11 for the next room. Oh, that's simple. Okay, so I can move this many different ways, and it's going to give us a lot to work with. I'm just going to keep this one exactly as it's positioned. Okay, so we have gone from a corridor into another corridor with a door to the north and a door to the south, but the corridor does continue to the east if we want to keep going. So that is where I'm going to place it. And we have walked into a corridor. Now we're going to roll. We already did. We're going to see what these contents are for corridor. This is a 9 for a corridor. The room is empty, but we can search. So here's our first time searching. All right. We'll just search. All right. Searching. Nice thing is with searching is, bad thing is in a corridor, you always -1 when you're searching. And if you ever roll a 1 or get to a 1 or lower, you are surprise attacked. So we rolled a 3 -1, that's 2 for a search. And searching 2 through 4, corridor and a room is empty. 5 through 6, you can actually find a clue, which is handy. Or a secret door or a hidden treasure. Okay, moving on. We're done with this. I'm going to go to the south. I'm like a completionist. I want to find all the dead ends. So I'm going to continue to the south. And with this, we'll see if it's a dead end or if there's more to go, more to come from, or to explore. Now I got a 61 on this. Let's roll for content. Okay, we'll come to the content in a minute. 61 for south. Let's see what that brings us. That's a big room. Nice. If it lines up, the doors will attach and make a new connection. That's awesome. So this is cool because this is lined up perfectly as is. I don't need to rotate it. It's a giant room, and it's connected another area, and we have an exit to the east. So we have walked into this room. It's also attached another door to an area we've already been. I just treat those as secret doors. Sweet. All right, I'm gonna leave it just like that. I didn't need to rotate it. I didn't need to do anything like that. So we're good. Content 5, 6, 7 in a room. 7 in a room is you roll a d6 on the minion table, and if we win, we have an option to do the treasure. So let's roll a d6 on the minion table. Jump out. All right, we have 1 on the minion table. That's the same as last time. So let's see if it's skeleton or zombies. 1 is skeletons again. How many do we have? We have a total of 1 skeleton plus 2. So that's like exactly what happened last time. We have 3 skeletons. Ugh, and all my team can fight. So I'll be curious. I doubt we're even going to make it to the next round. Let's see if I can do this. Yeah, cool. But this is minion number 2. If we ever make it to minion 10, I get a chance to level up. All right, so here we go. Everyone gets to party and fight in this one, which is nice. So here they all go. All right, we are going with the warrior getting 2 plus level plus a sword, so that's 4. That takes out 1 skeleton. Then we have the rogue who gets 6 plus 1 plus 6. Wow, I'm exploding. That's 2 6s in a row. Plus 6 again. So we're at 18 minus the knee. All right, 18, 19, 20 minus 1. I said the wrong thing. Oh, but we're attacking a minion with less than the party number, so plus 1, so it's a wash. So we have 20 versus all these creatures. I'm not even gonna roll for the other guys. The poor cleric, he goes to swing and there's nothing there, and the elf comes savagely swinging, and it's too late. These guys are gone. The skeletons are destroyed. So that's another one down. Very fast and simple. I love that. We now have a chance for treasure. I got a 6. I'm going to choose clue. When we get 3 clues, we have an option to do something special or get in another level up. So I've got a clue. Sometimes clues come up for other adventures where you need them. There's a lot of things you can do with clues inside the book. We're focusing on building up. I want to build these and get these to higher levels, because the idea is I want to take these groups, these people onto more and more adventures and hopefully share them with you. And I need them to be buffed up. Okay, we're going to continue. We're in this giant room, and we're going to continue to the east. Here we go. I have a 42. Let's see what that room looks like. Bring in 42. You and that. I'm going to leave it exactly as it is because it's pretty much the same. So this is a zigzag corridor. No other doors, just continuing straight. So we're going to walk on in here. Again, we are in the same marching order. Not much is different other than the fact that we are 2 by 2. So let's see what's inside this corridor. We have 10 inside a corridor. 10 inside a corridor is it's empty, but we can search the room. Let's search it. Give me good. I have 3. That's nothing on a corridor. We're continuing to the east. All right, we have a total of 56 this time. You'll notice it goes fast depending on what you roll. It can be very fast. So 56. Here's what the room looks like. Let's place this. It's a giant room. I'm going to rotate this. It's like a giant L-shaped room. I'm going to rotate it this way so that the L portion goes up to the north. You'll notice that the lower area down there is getting cut off pretty there's not going to be, they're not going very, very far down in that neck of the woods. Okay, doke. That takes care of that. And we have walked into a nice big room. Let's see what's inside this one. We have a 10 inside a room. What's 10? 10 inside a room is another weird monster. I love weird monsters. Let's do it. I actually don't love weird monsters. There's some powerful weird monsters that have taken out my high-powered folks easy. So All right, we have a 6, which is probably the worst of the worst of the weird monsters. Oh yeah, this sucks. Weird monsters. This is the invisible gremlins, okay? Here's all that happens. A band of gremlins steal D6 plus 3 objects from the party. You must surrender objects from any of your characters in this order. All right, magic items, scrolls, potions, weapons, gems, 10 gems, and then 10 gold. If they steal all your equipment, they will leave you a thank you message that counts as a clue. The gremlins have no combat stats because it is impossible to fight them. Encountering them gives no XP roll. So that sucks. But this is a boss. Let me see. I don't think we do a boss. Yeah, if I encounter a boss, I would actually roll to see if it's the final boss. It's not. All right, so D6 plus 3 objects. In any mortar. Man, this is going to be painful. Here we go, guys. They're stealing 9 objects from us. And they surrender objects from any of your characters in this order. So, magic items, scrolls, potions, weapons, gems, and 10 gold. So I have no magic items all the way around. Although I want to see if bandage is a magic item. Let me look. Because the first thing I'll do is I'll drop all the bandages. Each character apply bandage once per adventure, healing 1 lost life. The effect of bandages is cumulative with magical healing from potions or spells. Ah, wow. So I'm going to lose 4 bandages. So again, any order, I'm starting with the magic items. So I've lost 4 items. Guess what? I have 5 to go still, which is not good. This game can be brutal. 2, 3, 4. All right, 5 to go. Okay. Next up, in order. Scrolls, I have none. Potions, I have none. Now it's time for weapons. I'm losing the bow. That's 6 items total. I'm losing the sling. That's 7 items total. That's 7. I gotta lose another thing. I'm losing the 2-handed sword. 8 items total. I've got to lose 1 more. Oh, he's got no more weapons. I'm staying with him. And he's gonna lose a gem. That's 9. Wow. My warrior just is fighting barefisted. Oh, wow. This is brutal. I think it's a -2, but I want to verify. So yeah, it's a -2 to the warrior's attack now because of fighting barefisted here. Nice thing is he still gets an attack of +1. So he's at the same level as the rogue for attacking. So this is what's going to happen is the warrior and the elf are switching positions. So rather than changing it all up, I'm making the warrior 4, and I'm putting the elf as 1. So now the elf is in that position, just for corridors and all that stuff. That's the marching order, okay? All right, so we are going to continue on our journey of pain. No, I don't think they have any treasures. Nope. So I get nothing out of that other than, and I don't even get an experience point, chance for a level up for this. I'm done with that. All right, so we're crying and we're continuing. Let's continue to the south and see if we get to a dead end. So in this giant room, we just got a bunch of stuff robbed from us. We're now going south, and we have a 34. Let's take a look and see what 34 does to us or for us. Bring it on, 34. Okay, this is an interesting room. It's kind of it's a room, not a corridor, and it's got a rounded spot in the center with a bit of corridor top and bottom, but we treat it as a room. So I'm just going to do a straight down, and this will be interesting because this is going to be where a room is going to slightly overlap others. So I've got to do some erasing. So we bring this all the way down to there. And it dead ends to the south. It connects up to the entrance, which is nice. but then it's a dead end room. So we've gone in a complete circle here. All right, so anyway, we'll deal with this room first, and then we'll see where to go from there. All right, contents. Inside a room, we have a total of 4 for the contents. Let's see what that actually is in a room. 4 is a D6 special events table. So here we go. We have a 6 on a special events table. So let's see what that means. Special events. 6 is you meet a wandering alchemist. He will sell you up to 1 potion of healing per party member, 50 gold points each. Or a single dose of blade poison for 30 gold. You can meet the alchemist only once per adventure and then re-roll if you already met them. I have not. I don't have any money, so I can't do anything there. So we're at a dead end here. I'm going to, for completion purposes, I'm going back into the entrance, the starting room. Walk into there. You do not have to roll for the starting room. And I'm going to go ahead and do that middle room because again, I want to investigate everything. So for those listening, this is going to be, there's a very small area serviced by this middle door from the entrance, and it's surrounded on all sides, so it can't go very far. So let's see what's in there. We have 53. Let's see what that looks like. I'm going to rotate that. Beautiful. I'm going to make this work for us. This is the nice thing about this game is I can actually flip it around and make it, there we go, service us in that it will give us another door and connection there to the top. So essentially I'm going from that middle room, going straight up, and it's a corridor, a little T corridor, and it's now connecting to an area I've already been. And there's a tiny little left-hand hook here that might go to something. We'll see what that is after we deal with the contents for this corridor. And again, we're now in the 2x2, and remember my elf is now up front with the rogue. All right, we have a 4 for a corridor. 4 for a corridor, it's empty and we can search it. So let's search it. 3 minus 1 is 2. There's nothing inside this room. We're going to the left and seeing what's this way. We have a 36 to the left, and again, it's not going to be very much because it's very little to work with. 36. Boom! Look at that. Complex room that we can't do anything in. Let's see what we can actually do for that 36. Let's just go like this just to see what it gives us. So it essentially just gives us a dead end. There we go. Much better. Okay, so we've walked into another room. You always, even if the shaving of the room and you have to chop it away, makes it like a corridor style. The rules do say you treat it as if it is what you rolled. So I treat this as a room, and let's see what the contents of this actual room are. We have a 5 inside a room. This is empty. We roll a D6 special feature table. So D6 special feature table. We have a 1 on a D6 special feature table. It's a fountain. All wounded characters recover 1 life the first time they enter a fountain in an adventure. And it does not have any effect in the future. So a nice little fountain in here gives all my wounded characters 1 life back, which that's nice after what we've been doing. So this guy is at full life, and so my rogue is now at full life, and my cleric who took damage earlier, they're both at full life. So that's nice. It'd be nice if I could find a weapon though. All right, so I'm at a dead end now. Now, when it comes to rules for going backwards through areas you've already been, you always have to roll, and if you get a 1, it's a surprise attack. That means there's some creatures that have worked their way in there. Now, this is another side rule I have, where I have, if I know I'm going into a corridor, I will usually put my ranged people in the back, ready to fire, and I'll put my melees in the front. Well, it doesn't matter because I lost all my ranged weapons. So we're moving out of here. We're just going to stay in the same order we're in. We're going back to the corridor. So again, backing up 1 step, bing, nothing there. I'm going north, so into the corridor. Now I am, and again, just for reference for me and us, I'm now here. Now I'm going to go into the room to the right. And now this is the big room, and I still am looking good. No, I'm now in here, And I am now about to go into a new area to the north. So I rolled each time I went into these sections, and I got higher than 1. So I got 2 or higher. So there were no creatures in those rooms. Now I'm about to explore a new area. I have a 55. All right, let's see what the 55 room looks like. And we'll go ahead and roll for content. And let's get the 55 in there. Oh, it's a nice corridor. We're going to rotate that. There we go. And let's move this way. All right, so we have a nice long corridor going up with a door going to the east, and the corridor hooks around to the west. There we go. All right, I've walked into this corridor. I already rolled for content. We have an 11 in a corridor. 11 in a corridor is a D6 boss table. And if we win, we roll a D6 for leveling up. We don't roll for a final boss because we're in a corridor. If it was in a room, we could potentially encounter the final boss, but we don't. So this is going to be boss. Now, again, this is our first boss, but it's boss category. Weird monsters are considered bosses. So this is actually B, and I'm counting up boss types. It's 3. All right. So let's see what we have. We have 5 on the boss table. And the boss table 5 is a Chaos Lord. Ooh, it's scary. Chaos L. All right, the Chaos Lord. Let's see what we got here. It's a level 6, 4 life, 3 attacks, and 2 treasure. And you get a +1 when you roll for these treasures. At the beginning of combat, you roll for a Chaos Lord special power. So here we go. Number 4. He has an evil eye right now. All characters must save versus a level 4 gaze attack or be at -1 on defense rolls until it's slain. So all characters, this is a gaze attack staring at you, and I have to get, saves have to be equal to the level or higher. So level 4 gaze, I gotta get 4 or higher on every one of these rolls. All right, so my warrior is fine. Everyone else is gonna be at -1 on defense rolls until this guy, this Chaos Lord is destroyed, okay? So basically everyone but the warrior. So I will do my best to remember that moving forward. Okay, here we go. Time for attack. All my team is attacking. Okay, the warrior attacks with 4 plus, I got nothing because I get a -2 on that +1, so that's nothing. My elf gets a 4 plus level, that's a 5, that's a nothing because this guy's level 6, that's tough. Then my rogue gets a 2, -1, that's nothing, and then my cleric gets nothing. So this is brutal. This might be it, gang. Chaos Lord gets 3 attacks. Chaos Lord will be attacking the rogue. Slow it down. Rogue's fine. He will be attacking the cleric. Cleric's fine. He will be attacking the warrior. Remember, those 2 had a -1, but they got a 6, which explodes. So no matter what, they're good. They got higher than his attack. Now the warrior is the last one to be attacked. He gets a 3, and that's 4. Warrior takes a hit, so warrior's down to 6. Now everyone attacks again. All right, so let's see what we get here. Miss, 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 and miss. Everyone misses. Ouch. He attacks everyone. No. He's going to attack the same crew as before. So Elf, you're lucky. All right, so the cleric, again, gets a -1, it explodes. So cleric is fine, and everyone else takes a hit. So that's the warrior and the rogue each take a hit. and the rogue each take a hit, so he's down to 3. All right, everyone takes an attack again. All right, so we're gonna see what we can do. We have the rogue gets a -1, that's nothing, but the cleric gets an actual 6 and it explodes. So he got 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 total. He does get a plus half his level, so that's a +1. So he's at 10. This guy is level 6, so I take away 1 point of damage from that guy. He is now down to 3. Okay. Now there is a flee option. I'm not going to do the flee option yet. All right. He's attacking the same crew. No, I'm gonna switch out the rogue and make him attack elf, warrior, and cleric. And the warrior doesn't have a minus to his defense. Jeez, everyone lost. So everyone loses 1. So warrior is at 4, elf is at 4, and cleric is now at 5. So everyone is now attacking this Chaos Lord. All right, I'm liking these numbers. Okay, so rogue obviously misses big time, all right? So I got an explosion on the cleric. We're gonna deal with the explosion first. So I got same thing as last time. I got 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 1, that's 10. So he goes down by another point. So the Chaos Lord is now at 2. All right. Let's look at the warrior. The warrior has a 5, -2, +1. That's a miss. And the elf has a 5 +1 because he's attacking, he gets his level attack, or she gets her level attack on that. So that equals 6. That's enough to hit him for another point of damage. Now, he's down to 1 point of damage. Let me see if he runs or has a chance of fleeing. Awesome. He does not fight to the death. We're gonna see if he's gonna flee. I'm afraid. I'm gonna use yellow because hopefully he's yellow and will run away. 1 to 3, he runs. Daggone it, he's fighting to the end. Okay, so I'm gonna do, who's gonna defend? Who's he attacking this time? Warrior, cleric, and rogue. But one thing too, as well, when he dropped down below his halfway point, he dropped down a level. So he's now level 5, okay? So he's attacking warrior, elf, and cleric. Whew, that was awesome. So we have 6 + 6 is 12, even with the minuses. Well, the warrior's good. Oh, I'm good, no matter what. The cleric got a -1, so he was at 6 -1 is 5. We got it, but re-roll because we got a natural 6, so the dice exploded. We have a total of 6 total. We had to get 5 or high, 6 or higher, and we're good. All right, so the last is the elf. Elf got a -1 to this, +1 for his shield. Doesn't matter. He's at 5. He still takes a hit. So the poor little elf is down to 3. All right, and we are at the end of that round. We're at the next one. This is everyone attacking. Please, we need some powerful hits here. Look at that, powerful hits. I got 2 1s, a 2, and a 3. So that was powerfully terrible. Next up, same group's being attacked by him. Same group. So this is the warrior, the elf, and the cleric. 4 didn't count. That missed. Here we go. 6, that's good. Elf is good, no matter what. My cleric gets his has got a shield. He has a shield, so he actually gets a 4 + 2. I don't know if I was doing that right. Oh no, I know I failed earlier. So 4 + 2 -1 because of the gaze attack. So that's 6 -1 is 5. He's a level 5. I still take 1. So my warrior and my cleric each lose 1. So warrior and cleric, that's not too bad. Let's bring him down to 4. And my warrior goes to 3. That's not a good place, Mr. Warrior. All right, we're going to attack. Everyone needs to attack well, please, please, please. And we did terrible again. I have 3 2s and a 1. That sucks, okay? Warrior's gonna take a break this round. No, he's not. Same group. Everyone but the rogue. Everyone but the rogue. Uh-oh. I just, well. 5 for the warrior, plus 1 because of the armor. Warrior's good. My elf is good as well because the elf has a 6, natural 6. Cleric's die, missed the box entirely. Here we go. 5, 6, 7. Because of that, -1, we're good. So that was an excellent defense. If we could do that on an attack, that would be wonderful. This guy's down to 1 hit point. If I beat him, I also get to try to level up someone. That's what I want to see. I'm not even counting the others. Warrior takes him down. Dead. All right, so let's go ahead and take this guy down to 0. We've defeated a 3rd boss level character, which is awesome. I get myself 2 treasure rolls plus 1 per treasure, okay? So I'll get these 2 out. We're gonna throw this together, boom. And so I have a 4 and a 2. So let's deal with the 4 first. I need some money, wish I'd, all right, anyway. Treasure 4 is a 1 gem worth 2d6. So let's just set these to the side. 1 gem worth 2d6. That's 3, 4, 5 times 5. 5 times 5 is 25 gems. So 25 gem. A 25 gold point gem. 25, comma. And then the next one is I got a 1 plus 1. That was my other treasure roll. That's a 2, and I get 2d6 gold pieces. Get those out. Throw this together. That's 11. That's pretty good for gold. So I will put the gold right here, and that was 11. Nice. All right, making some money. Okay, so we have just defeated a boss. I get to level someone up. I need my warrior to get a little more power. So, and health. I would like to do the rogue, but I need to do my warrior. So I need to get 2 or higher on this. 2. That was close. Okay, so the warrior is now level 2. Oh, I'm gonna do a level up note down here. It's not really part of this character, but this is just gonna be called level order. Okay, and then we have, bring it up 1, and then I'll get to the end and do this. Because we have, our first level up was 3 for the cleric. I should probably do this. Cleric, my second level up was the warrior. All right, because remember, we can't do them in a row. I could next turn, or next time I get a chance, if I really wanted to, I could make the cleric level up, because you just can't do it in a row. All right, so anyway, we're good on this guy. The warrior is now up to 4 because he goes up by 1. His level is 2, which this is nice. His attack and level now cancel each other out. So I'd love to find a flipping weapon for this guy. Okay, we are good. I just realized something. We're going to move ahead, but learning. I missed so many times, I think it's okay. We were in a corridor during all of that. Technically, only my warrior and rogue should have been targeted for that. So, something to know for future. Remember, if you're in a corridor, you've got to be in that marching order, which would have been the elf and the rogue. So, that would have turned out very differently in that scenario. I might have even lost someone, but live and learn and move on. So, we're going to go ahead and take I'm not healing anyone, I don't think. No, I'm not going to heal anyone. I forgot to do one thing, and that is the warrior is going up to 8 life. And because that was the level up. Started at 7, now he's at 8. Now, I think I will spend 1 heal. So the cleric is going to spend a heal, cast or a cleric spell to heal the warrior. 5+ level, so that's 6. Daggone it! But you can't go higher than your life. So I'm now at max life on the warrior. With that, it's a wash. I'm keeping the marching order the same. Elf is still staying up front because the elf gets that +1 to the attack. Okay,